Hello and welcome to 30 minutes of just taking some time out of your crazy busy life to de-stress, let go of all the stress, anxieties, worries, everything that life is throwing at you right now. Because this life is hard and we are constantly being tugged every which way and it can feel like a battle sometimes. So for the next 30 minutes, we're just going to stop. We're going to take some deep breaths in. We're going to clear our minds. We're not going to think about later. We're not going to think about tomorrow, our future, all these thoughts that consume us. We're just going to breathe. We're going to be still today and know that God is in control, okay? And we're going to take some time to care for our bodies. So in this class, we're going to be spending it mostly on our mat. All you're going to need is a mat, okay? So pause the video if you don't have one. Go ahead and grab your mat, clear you a spot. Feel free to close your eyes. We're just going to start to get comfortable. So set in a seated position. Get your legs comfortable. Roll those shoulders back. Make sure they're down, not creeping up on you. And take a deep breath in here. You're going to inhale through the nose real deep. And then you're going to exhale. Let it all out. Try to inhale for 5 seconds at least, filling your lungs really deep as you inhale. And exhale as much as you can, just really letting go of all that breath. So we're just going to do that a few times and hang out here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Just think about God's goodness as you inhale. And exhale. Think about how He has been good to you. Think about the good things in your life right now. Inhale, not the bad things. Inhale in the good. Exhale all the negative out. What is that thing that is consuming you? Deep breath in. Is it your finances right now? Is it your marriage that's struggling? Is it your health that's struggling? Is it your job that you hate? Inhale in. Exhale out the bad things. Exhale it out. Let it go. Because God is good and He's got it in control. I promise you. Take one more deep breath in. Inhale His goodness and exhale the bad. Because He's there with you right now in the chaos of life. Go ahead and take your one ear, drop it down to your shoulder. We're just going to stretch the neck here. Holding that stretch. Take some deep breaths in. We live in a chin down society, so if you're staring at your computer or your phone, your neck's going to get really tight. Deep breath. Bring it back to center. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Good, and release back to center. Deep breath. Exhale that neck looking down to the ground, feeling the pull in the back of the spine. Good, back to center, deep breath in. Now this time you're going to take your hand, you're going to reach across to the opposite knee and you're going to look over the shoulder, twisting the spine. Really opening up your chest here. And opening up your spine. Keep twisting, deep breath in. Good, one more deep breath. And release. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cross to the other side, twisting to the back. Looking over your shoulder. And release that. Good. Go ahead and take those hands. Inhale, up overhead. Reach high to the sky, deep breath. And exhale over to the side. Stretch through that body. Go ahead and lose your religion today. That's what the song says. Lose my religion. Religion keeps so many people from a life of freedom. It wasn't meant to be rules and regulations. It's not what God wants from you. Back to center. Deep breath up. He wants something more. He wants a relationship. He wants love. He wants you to love others. Stop thinking about the rules. Start thinking about love. Back up to center. Deep breath up. And release down. Alright, let's roll those shoulders back. If you're struggling throughout your day, just take a deep breath. And exhale. It may seem minor, but it helps. Okay, let's go ahead and take one leg. We're going to extend it out to the side. Take a deep breath. Inhale up overhead. And exhale, reaching for that foot. You may only get to your knee. You may get to your shin. You may be able to get to your toe. If you struggle with flexibility like me, it might be a challenge for you. So just reach as far as you can. Now let's hold here, really challenging that hamstring. Deep breath in. You should feel it pulling in the back of your leg. Good, and release. Coming up. Alright, let's go ahead and take that leg that's bent. We're going to cross it over the knee. Now take your opposite elbow towards your knee. And we're twisting towards the back again. Working on loosening our spine today. Our spine gets so tight. Good, and release. Alright, we're going to switch sides. Send that leg out to the other side. Setting up, inhale overhead, deep breath. And exhale forward. Go to where you feel the pull. Now remember, the breath is important because it heats up your body. And when your muscles are warm, you can stretch better. So take a deep breath in. Reach to where is the challenge as you exhale. Tight hamstrings. You gotta stretch more. Do me a favor, try to stretch at least once a week. Take some time and do this video or one of our other stretch or yoga videos at least once a week. You're gonna feel so much better. Alright, bring that up. Under his wing, cross one leg over. Take the opposite elbow, we're twisting over. Do you believe today that God has you under his wing? Do you believe that he covers you, that he is your protector? Just imagine a big angel covering your body. That's what he does. He's our shelter. And how often do we try to protect ourselves and not just rely on him to do it? You're safe today under his wing. You just got to trust that and believe that. All right, let's bring both feet out. Wide here, take a deep breath up. And exhale, reaching for the floor. Now, if you're super flexible, maybe you can get your elbows or your forehead to the mat. Obviously, I'm not. That's okay. We're all a work in progress here. None of us are perfect at all things, right? Stretching is my struggle because I don't do it enough. So let's commit today. I'm going to commit with you to doing it at least once a week. Stretching down, deep breath, and release. Whew. All right, bring those feet center. Let's go ahead and inhale up overhead. And exhale down. Now for this one only, I want you to bend your knees and grab those toes. Okay, once you have those toes, then push those legs out. Sometimes if we settle for right here, maybe we're not really pushing ourselves. If you are, then stay there. But if you can get those toes, get them and push. that stretch. Alright, bring it back up to sitting. Let's go ahead and take our knees to butterfly here. So place those hands on your feet, press down. Good, and lean forward, really opening up our hips here. Man, that's a good one. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Take a deep breath in. We all fail at that. I have today already, trying to figure it out on my own. Why don't we just turn our eyes to Him? Can you do that today? Can you just give Him whatever that issue is? Take a minute here. Deep breath in. Think about that issue and give it to Him right now. As you stretch your muscles, we're also going to stretch our mind. Stretch it to Jesus because He's the answer. Abundant and free. Does your life feel abundant and free? Mine doesn't always. Alright, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. That's what He wants for us, though. That's what He wants us to strive for. So put your shoulders in line with your wrist. We're going to work on our spine here. So what I want you to do is you inhale, you're arching your back, you're looking up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're rounding out your back. You're looking down to the floor. And you're just going to work out your spine here. Go at your own pace with your own breath. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. Man, that's a good one. The things of this earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His grace. The things of this earth consume us so much. Things that don't matter into eternity. Alright, let's bring it back to center. We're going to step back into our hips for child's pose. You're going to reach your fingers forward. And you're going to let that neck fall down to the mat and just stretch all through this backside here. Lower back. Really good stretch. Take a deep breath in as you walk both hands over to one side of your mat. Release that neck down, stretch through the side. Great, take a deep breath in, walk it back to center, move those hands over to the other side, stretching through the body. Back to center, one more stretch through, drop that neck as you take a deep breath in. Great, bring it back up to center. Alright, go ahead and get that core tight and engaged. You're going to take one leg, you're going to extend it back. Hold here if this is a challenge for you. Now, if you feel pretty steady, you're going to take the opposite arm and reach it forward. You're going to stretch through that finger. You're going to stretch through that toe. Really like tug of war here. Stretch hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good release down. Alright, let's hit the other side. So get that core tight, straighten that leg back. Hold here, level 1. Reach your opposite hand forward, level 2, stretch through the fingers through the toes. Hold this balance for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Release that down. All right, let's step back into our child's pose and just think for a second. Clear the mind. Take a deep breath in. Think about turning your eyes to Jesus, not to our worldly issues. Just focusing on Him for help. All right, let's bring it back up onto our hands and knees. We're going to stretch our arms out a little bit here. Loosen my headband. All right, so what you're going to want to do is take one arm. You're going to weave it underneath that one, okay? And then you're just going to lay your head down onto the mat. And you're going to feel it stretch in this bottom arm here. Okay, so hold there for me. Deep breath in. It's going to stretch that back shoulder as well, really well. One more deep breath. And release. Good. Alright, taking our opposite hand, we're reaching across. Go ahead and drop that down to the ground. Holding here. Great, and release. Coming back up. We're going to swing those legs around so that we can lay flat onto our back. We're going to work on our hips some here and just a little bit of relaxation. So laying all the way down on your mat. I want you for a second here to just let your body melt into the mat. Let your feet fall open. Let your palms turn up. Roll those shoulders down. And take a deep breath in. And release. We're going to stay here for just a minute, focusing on those breaths. Go ahead and reach your hands high overhead. You're going to stretch through your fingers, through your toes. Big good morning stretch. Deep breath in. And exhale. Alright, let's inhale both knees up into our chest. We're going to wrap our hands around our shins. And we're just going to rock side to side, massaging the spine. It's time to rise up today, guys. This world needs us. Alright, go ahead and extend one leg flat to the ground. Pull that left knee into your chest. With each breath, pulling it a little bit closer to your armpit. And exhaling deep breaths in and out. Good, hold this here. Roll that ankle out a little bit. Alright, go ahead and take that left knee. You're going to press it over your body. You're going to let it fall towards the right side. Feeling that stretch right along the back side of your hip, your glutes, hamstring. Now take that left hand, reach it down to the mat and look over your left shoulder. Deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and bring that back to center. Deep breath in. And you're going to pull that hip open to the left side of the mat. So you're just going to try to let it fall open. You can rest the foot on the ground. What you don't want is your right hip coming up. Okay, so press both sides of your bottom down into the mat, and then just try to open this left hip here, getting that knee closer to the mat. Deep breath in. Go ahead and take your left leg. You're going to bend it up so that your sole of your foot's on the mat. Take your left leg, cross it over your right knee. So your left ankle is on your right knee. Reach through the hole and pull up on your right thigh. Pulling in, and then release that neck down. You're going to feel this stretch right here. Holding here. What is God calling you to that you need to rise up and do? Maybe it's talking to the neighbor across the road that's a widow. Maybe it's loving that person at work that you really don't want to love. Maybe it's being kind to your husband who has just quite frankly been driving you crazy. I don't know what God's calling you to rise up to, but I know He calls us all to rise up. Drop that leg. Extend that left leg high. You're going to grab behind your quad on your hamstring, or you're going to grab at your calf. You don't ever want to grab your knee because your knee can't fight back very well, okay? So grab a sturdy place. Start to pull that knee, that leg, towards your nose to stretch the hamstring. This muscle right here that is so tight on me. Maybe you can get your knee to your nose. Not me, not yet. We'll get there one day. Stretch it back. This is a great song. We say, "Where are you, God? Where are you? I don't feel you." And He just says something simple. Look up, child. He's there. Alright, drop that right knee out of the way. Go ahead and take that left leg. Make big circles. We're trying to open up this hip here. Good, let's switch, reverse our circles. Have you ever just felt doubt? I feel doubt right now. Pull that knee into the chest. And release down. Deep breath in. Look up, child. It's time to look up today. Alright, let's hit the other side. Pull that right knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Roll that ankle out a little bit. He's in control. Do you believe that? Do you believe that God's in control? You're in control. We gotta believe it, man. What's left in this world if we don't believe it? Alright, take that knee across the body. Your right knee's coming over. You're stretching that right side. You're going to reach your right hand opposite way. Look over your right shoulder. Good, bring it back to center. Pull that knee in. Alright, take that right side. Open up that hip to the right side. Now remember, your left hip's going to want to come up. Try to press them both down into the mat and just open up. You can see how tight my hips are here. You want to get your knee as close to the ground as you can without that other hip coming off the mat. So if you have tight hips like me, you may not get very far right now. That's okay. Give it some time. You'll get there. Take a deep breath in. Alright, let's go and take our left leg, bend it up so that the sole of the foot is on the mat. Take your right ankle, you're going to cross it over your left knee. You're reaching through and you're pulling up on that left thigh, okay? And then you release your neck down, stretching that right side. Don't forget to take your deep breath here. Inhale. Great, release that down. Take that right leg, send it up to the sky, grab behind, pulling your knee towards your nose, stretching your hamstring. Here we go. Sometimes our bones get dry. Our life gets dry. We need to be brought back to life. Sometimes we gotta just call out to God. Because we've been in a slump, man. We've been down. We've been in the valley. We've been struggling. And it's hard. I know. This life is so hard. But He wants us to come back to life. Straighten that left leg. Take that right leg. Make circles. Opening up the hip. Reverse your circles. Because there's somebody today that needs you to come to life. It might be your children. Man, maybe you've been struggling lately. Pull that knee in. And your family's the one suffering because of it. So just release that leg down. I want you to lay flat and breathe here right now. As you breathe, breathe in the breath of God. Breathe it in right here. Exhale, relax the body, breathe, breathe, breath of God. We're going to take the last minute here and we're just going to let Him fill our body because we got to call out to Him in our struggle. Take a deep breath in. Relax all the muscles, focusing only on the breath. God, I just pray today that you breathe your life into us. Help us to come alive again. We know this life is hard and there's so many struggles. But we want to come alive. We want to feel you in us. So fill our bodies today and fill our spirit.